Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another Marvel Legends toy review on the Marvel Legends Wave 1 Return of Marvel Legends Commander Steve Rogers. This right here is the regular edition with the variant shield. I also have this one right here. Now, you may or may not notice I don't have my theme song right now, and my computer or my laptop is getting repaired at the moment, so I don't have any editing software. And but if you really miss the ShartimusPrime theme song, I mean, if you really miss it and you really love it, I mean, you really want it, then click on the link below. There's I have it for sale for 25 cents, you know, in case you wanted to buy a theme song, you put it on your phone or do something cool with it. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, this figure is pretty cool, not amazing, and I would like it more if the 3 3/4 inch Marvel Universe version never came out, because I like this one more. I just do. I think this is just a better Commander Steve Rogers figure overall. I think the paint detail is better, more accurate. I think the color for the boots and the gloves came out a little bit better. Now, this is the regular version. You can see how dark this is compared to how dark this is. So this one's a little lighter, plus it has paint detail in it. And I had reviewed this figure before. I could put up an annotation of it, but this does have paint shading in there, whereas this guy doesn't have any paint shading in the boots, and it's much darker. And then if you look at this other version, this tan is very light, which I don't like at all. So I think the color choices just came out perfectly in this, and you can see how he's got a much lighter blue than this guy right here, and then this one's just straight up black, or midnight blue, I guess, but almost completely black. So I think the color choices, and then the head sculpt right here is a little funky looking, I guess, in comparison, but if you could imagine it in 6-inch form, it would look a little cooler, as opposed to this one, which isn't really that great either. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Just a little older looking. And I did notice that between these two figures, there is a difference in the flesh tone. So you can see this guy's a little bit whiter, and this guy's got more of a darker tone to his skin color. So I think that's pretty cool. The hair detail is the same. Well, actually, this guy looks like he has a little bit more variation in colors over here. It could have just been this individual one, but I do like that there is some nice paint detail in there. And I do like that they have this version that has the blue, even though I wish the front had a little bit more of this color going on. You can see, so there's some shading involved, which is tight. I think that's dope. So you could see, you know, how there's black and blue mixed in there. It's pretty subtle, especially compared to this one. I think the coloring on this one just came out much better. Plus, he has a star on the shoulder. This one, we don't get a star on the shoulder, so it's just the joint articulation is different for this guy than this guy, I think, and they didn't want to, you know, risk putting the circle with the star over here and have it getting ruined. So yeah, and then this guy actually comes with the other shield, so I'll switch the shields back. But so this regular version is actually pretty easy to find in stores now. For a while it was the harder one to get. So this one comes with the regular shield, and then this variant comes with the Photon Shield, which I like more. I think this Photon Shield is very cool. And as the other shields, it has this function where it flips back, so you could plug it into the hole on his back like that if you want, which doesn't really make sense for the Photon Shield, but you can still do it. And then it also has the clip right there, so you could put it right on his wrist like I was showing before. So yeah, and I do like that they have these parts right here painted silver. I think that's dope. It could have used a little bit more silver. Again, this guy has more silver painted on him, even though he's a smaller figure. Like on the belt, you could see all the silver on these loops right here. And then the other thing that I didn't really like too much about this Legends version is that he doesn't have the strap going across, so it's just like he has these two loopies going around his shoulders, where, you know, this one makes a little bit more sense having this piece going across right here. And it wouldn't have interfered with this hole. I think they really could have done it if they wanted to, but oh well, you know, that it is what it is. And he comes with two guns. He comes with this one right here, and he comes with this one right here, so they're the same exact gun. And I think the paint is just slightly different on these. I don't know. One's from the variant, one's from the regular version, but they're more or less exactly the same. And yeah, so those are his two guns. I wish there was a place where you could really, you know, store them on the figure. Like you could put them in his loops right here, I guess. That could kind of work. I don't know. It's kind of tricky. Not really. I don't know how. Yeah, so it doesn't really seem like you can hold them right here at all. It's kind of tricky. And like I said, I'm not a huge fan of this head sculpt. One of the first things I did when I got this guy is I took the World War II Ultimate Captain America figure and popped this head off and then snuck this one on right here. There it goes. I don't know. I think this looks pretty tight. I think this is okay. This isn't too bad. His head looks a little on the small side. I think the head on this, this head right here looks a little on the big side. So I don't know. I don't know. So I think I've just continued posing him with this one right here. But for a while I had it posed like this, which, I don't know, I thought was pretty cool. But, I don't know, I think I saw Neum Reg do that first. Anyway, so the articulation of the figure is that he does move, his head moves up, down very far, side to side. He has ball jointed shoulders. This is actually the same exact body as the Shield agent with just some altered parts. So I guess it's not the same exact body, but if I were to give a comparison to a Shield agent, I don't know, what Shield agent should I use? Which Shield agent? Oh, I know, Gutchu Hernandez. Hey, what's up, Gutchu? Hey, ¿qué pasó, Capitán America? How you doing? So yeah, you can see the Shield agent's the same thing. They did change, the sleeves right here. So you can see that's different. A little bit less articulation, actually quite a bit less articulation over there. And then the boots, of course, are different. So these are bulkier. He does not rotate. Well, I'll get into all of this articulation over here. So I showed the shoulder joint. He has bicep swivel. He has double jointed elbows. I always think it's kind of funny how this looked over here with this big piece coming out. It's kind of strange, but it is like that on this Punisher figure, or originally a Punisher figure turned Shield agent. He has the forearm articulation and no wrist articulation at all, and his hands are kind of stuck in this gun firing pose on both sides. He has a great ab crunch. He has waist articulation. He has the wide jointed hip ball joint things. He has upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, no rotation at the calf. The foot does move side to side and up and down. And I have to say that these shiny boots are cool, man. Those are cool shiny boots. It also has a peg hole at the bottom of his feet, but damn, them shiny boots. Yeah, so that is my review, you guys. I hope you dig it, and I will have my computer back shortly. Coincidentally, getting fixed by my local comic book guy. He has 2 trades. He sells comics, and he fixes computers, so isn't that neat? All right, you guys, I will catch you later. Peace.